let's just come into our bodies and feel your feet on the earth. Get in touch with your Po. And we'll bring our hands over the lower dantian. Breathing. Perhaps feeling the rise and fall of your abdomen under your hands. And then we'll lift them up to the middle dantian. Now perhaps feeling the rise and fall of your chest. We'll bring our hands a little bit in front of the chest. It's called holding the moon. And then push mountain, pushing the hands out on either side. And then we'll softly cross the arms in front of the chest, leaving a little bit of space between the arms themselves and the arms and the chest. And breathe in, expanding out a little bit, and breathe out, contracting in. Perhaps noticing any grief or sadness which is said to be stored in the lungs. Or perhaps just getting in touch with your sense of appreciation or reverence for life. And one more cycle. And we'll cross the forearms at the middle of the back, about where the lungs and large intestine meet the organs themselves. And then bring the backs of the hands to face each other. Imagining releasing any toxicity out of the body. Toxic thoughts or emotions, substances. And we'll raise the hands up to the sides, opening the palms to face the sky. And then we'll gather the hands in, almost forming a triangle with the index fingers and thumbs, where the large intestine and lung meridians begin and end respectively. Relax the shoulders, keeping a softness in the elbows. take a moment here to acknowledge anything we'd like to let go of. So continuing on that theme from a moment ago of letting go of anything toxic or just that we no longer need to hold on to. Imagine releasing it. And for good measure, we'll take the hands up overhead, maybe coming up off the heels, and then drop the hands in the heels and dump the trash. One more time. And binding the stance a little bit. Let the arms swing side to side. Turning the torso to just let the arms swing as dead weight. The hands sending a vibration into the body wherever they land to awaken that area and disperse stagnant chi or tension. And just opening up the spine. And we can let the arms come to stillness on their own. And then we'll take one hand and let it tap the top of the back, where the back meets the neck, to help support the immune system. So giving it a good thump. And we can switch arms. And then coming to the side of the chest, come down the arm, following the lung meridian among others, and then up the outer arm, following the large intestine and some other yang channels. And we'll switch over to the other side of the chest. And you can linger anywhere it feels tender. And then the armpit, down the sides of the body. To the backs of the legs, around the feet, up the inside of the legs, around the sides of the hips and down the sides of the legs. To the lower rib cage. Great. All right. So let's bring our hands up, so our arms are about 90-degree angles, opening up the chest, and then I'll show you from the side. We'll sink the hips back as we stretch the arms forward, the backs of the hands facing each other, the back can round a little bit, and then open back up. So open and close the gates, sinking the hips back, the knees will bend, keeping the lower legs, if you can, kind of straight so the knees are over the ankles. Opening up the chest and the upper back, so opening up the lungs. One more cycle. And let the arms drop down. And we'll step one foot out in front at an angle. So like bow stance, we are the kind of facing the direction of the front leg and the front foot, the back foot at about a 45-degree angle, and some width between the legs, like you're standing on railroad tracks rather than on a tightrope, so a little bit of space. And we're going to, so the leg motion will be, we are sinking forward, so the front knee will bend as we come forward, and then sinking back, so the back knee will bend. So shifting our center, our weight forward and back. And then you're going to cross the arms in front of you as you come forward. You might drop down a little bit and then come back, perhaps a slight back bend as you open up. Touch the sea, look at the sky. So opening up the lung and large intestine meridians of the arms, and perhaps imagining that sense of awe that the sea and the sky invokes. And we'll step that front foot back in, come to bow stance on the other side. And we'll do this on the other side. step the feet together. So next we're going to do a tiger pose, different than we've done recently. So it's a different version. And so we're bringing the heels of the feet together like this. And we're going to make fists at about the lower dantian and draw them up the midline, and then bring the hands in front, forming our tiger claws. So if you can, if it feels good to you, curling those fingertips in, and then returning the fists to the lower dantian, up the midline, and extending the arms in front with your tiger claws. And then what we're going to do is step one foot out as we bring our claws forward. So, and when we step out, it's kind of like lift hands or play pipa, that pose, or play guitar, where the weight is rooted in the back leg with the knee bent, so we're kind of sunk into that back leg, but the foot is the front foot is fully on the floor. So the whole thing together, and this one gets a little fast, so get that chi moving, get the blood pumping, sinking into that back leg as the other foot comes forward. And then the next part, we'll slow it down, is that we're going to step out further. And as we do, we're going to bring our claws in the direction of that leg. So stepping out further at an angle, and claws in the direction. And then our weight is still more rooted in the back leg. And we're going to shift forward and drop the palms face down. So we'll again bring the hands up the midline, step the foot out, bring the arms forward, then shift the weight forward, drop the palms down, and step back in. Come up the midline, I'm just going to shift over, and then step that foot out, arms extended in the direction of the foot, shift the weight, drop the palms, step back together. Hands up the midline, step, and then shift the weight, drop the palms, step back in. Step out, shift the weight, and the palms go down, step back in. Step, shift, palms go down, step back in. Step, shift, palms go down, and step. So it might take a few rounds to get used to this. And take it slowly, or speed it up if you get the hang of it. I'll slow it down again, just in case. So we step, extend the arms, shift, drop the palms, step back in, and step, extend the arms, shift, drop the palms, step back in. come to stillness. So should be feeling warmed up. And so we'll do another tiger pose, slower one, again with the claws. So this one, I'm going to open up the chest, bring the hands out to the sides, and then we're going to push the hands forward, sinking down a little bit with the hips, sinking back. And then we're going to turn the palms, circling them, and then we're going to bring them by the sides and back so the palms are facing behind you. And as we do, we're going to sink the hips even lower, leaning forward. Circle the palms again and come back up to standing, opening the chest. And then sinking, pushing the hands forward. Circle the palms. And we're going to bring, and I'll show you from the side, bring the hands behind, sink the hips. And then as if you're pushing something, extend the arms back, circle, open the chest, and push forward. Circle, open. And with this, we can add to it tiger breathing, or also called ujjayi breathing. So circling the palms as you're extending the hands out, kind of like a hissing from the back of the throat. Breathing in, and then hissing from the back of the throat. Breathing in, ujjayi breathing, tiger breathing, as you extend. Breathing in, as you straighten up. Relax the arms down. All right. So let's gather up all that good chi we produced into a bit of a wider stance, and gather chi to the palms. And sinking lower across the hands, reaching them up overhead, uncross. One more time. And pausing with the hands overhead, feeling perhaps a pulsing of chi or tingling of chi between the palms, or warmth. And then we'll rub the hands together, getting them even warmer. And then bring that chi to our neck, rubbing the back of the neck. And we'll rub the other side. Important area for the immune system as well. And then we'll rub the side of the hand and take that edge of the hand to where the skull meets the neck. And right under there, we'll press in, and then the other side. And we can take our fingertips and just let them drop on your head, stimulating acupressure points. Again, as always, lingering anywhere it feels tender. And then dropping the arms down, let them float up. And then out to the sides, palms facing down. Then connecting the index and thumb, we'll turn the palms up and draw the hands together. And then apart, palms down. And repeat that, index and thumb connect, connecting the lung and large intestine meridians as we soar like a crane. Relaxing, remembering always to relax the shoulders, all the joints. And this next time after we spread our arms out to the sides, turn the palms up, and then turning them slightly so that we come to form that triangle again, the index fingers and thumbs, the metal mudra. And this time, let's set an intention to allow in new life or whatever you feel may serve you. Maybe white light, whatever it is, pausing for a moment to set that intention of letting in. When you're ready, you can bring your hands to the middle dantian. Coming back to the breath. And finally back to the lower dantian. Thank you so much for practicing with me, and have a great week.